Testing.
Second career win at the U.S. Nationals, only, yeah, right? And he is the winningest pro stock motorcycle racer in the history of the National Hot Rod Association. So, coming out of the mid-pack spot, not a place you're normally racing out of. Let's talk about that to start with. It's not a spot that a lot of people actually have won out of, especially you.
You know, starting in the number 7 spot, that's tough. I've had a good motorcycle as of late, but it just hasn't been qualifying very well. We missed a good session yesterday, didn't 60 foot very well, and I knew the potential of my Harley. I knew I had a bike that could make me go rounds, and then we just had to pick on it here and there, get the tune-up right. We're struggling with 60 foot. We have been for races. It's no secret there, but we're getting closer to finding something that's working for us in the heat, and it's pretty consistent. So it makes it easier as a rider to go up there and know that if I let go of the clutch, it's pretty much going to do the same thing. I can focus on my reaction times, and I was pretty good all weekend long. My qualifying reaction times were, in the double O's or the teens every run, and I came into today, not wanting to push the envelope too far, and had a couple of 11s, so I was right where I was comfortable. And that's what you have to do. You gotta pick up for the motorcycle. If it's struggling a little bit, you gotta make sure you dig deep enough to help the bike out. And my Harley was just a little off, but they gave us enough runs, got to the final round, and figured out the tune-up that finally needed to be in there. Saw a little bit of pros and cons out of the semifinal run, and Matt and myself were able to look at the tune-up and dissect where it was better, where it was worse. And we put what we thought was the right one in there for the final round, and it was all for naught since Hector Jr. went red, but heck, I'm happy to make my best run of the weekend in the final round. That doesn't get much better. And this race is so big. It's a home race for us, for Vance and Hines. Our shop's 2 miles down the street, but I try not to hype it up too much because I overthink things. And that's probably why I haven't won a whole lot of these in the past. I always found a way to lose on Monday. But that round to the final, I turned on my pre-stage bulb, and I was sitting there. I saw Hector Jr. at stage, and I started rolling, and I said, "This is it. This is the U.S. Nationals." And I'm like, what am I doing thinking of that right now while I'm rolling the stage? So obviously my head wasn't totally in the game. I was thinking about how big this race was, and we had a great turnout here. Fans are awesome, and to be a hometown team and take our trophy back to Brownsburg, just 2 miles down the road, is just phenomenal.
There's obviously Tracy running the competition, plus there's been a lot said about the domination of you guys. I know you're waving your fist there at the end. I know Ellie made a huge deal about the Sonoma win and trying to knock you guys off this throne. Is there any extra motivation for you guys, especially here at Indy?
Well, there's always motivation for us every single round, and to get one back on LE, that was a tough round. He obviously taken out my teammate, which is the same thing that had happened in Sonoma. So it seems like as of late, if people win, they're kind of taking us out on the same day, going through eliminations. So I had a heck of a day. Melissa Server's come a long way with her riding. She's got Chip Ellis and Junior Pippin Power, so she's fast. And then I got to go up against Gator Jerry there in the second round, and it seemed like our side of the ladder was just, the whole field stacked. Obviously, we had a 10th of a second from first qualifier to 16th. And each round you looked at, you're like, man, that's a serious pairing. That's a serious pairing. And, to run against Jerry and then LE, and then you got to run on the final round. It's brutal out here, man. These guys are making it tough, and we're all mixing it up within a few hundreds here and there. So a lot of these races come down to the starting line. And luckily, I feel pretty comfortable right now with how I'm seeing the tree and letting go of the clutch, and Matt's got the clutch dialed to where it's consistent. So, but it's nice to get those back. That was kind of heartbreaking in Sonoma. I won the battle, and he whooped up on us in the final round because we were just struggling with the tune-up on Sunday, and we got one back today. So nice.
You got the number 1 seed out of a lot of this as well. How important is that?
Well, that was big. That's a 40-point swing or whatever. Instead of being 30 behind Eddie, I'm now going to be 30 ahead of him. So, I don't know. I can't do math right now. Apparently, that sounds like more than 30. It's big. I didn't think I would catch Eddie. He built up such a big lead there in the middle of the season, and lately his bike, it's been there for him. We haven't been able to put the 60 foot down for him to help him get those round wins, and it's frustrating in our camp. We feel like we're giving away win lights here and there, and you see that out on the racetrack. So, but we just pick up with each other's slack. If one bike goes down, we do our hardest to make sure the team is really laser focused on exactly what we should be doing. And we might make a mistake here or there, and it might cost us a round. But with him going out, we're able to focus more on my bike and pick the performance up for the final round.
Andrew, I felt even back to the test day a week and a half ago that your y'all were doing, I just felt like y'all were really developing your bike because you were slower than, you seemed kind of slow all through qualifying. You seemed to be lurking, and I felt you were going to be really dangerous today.
That's kind of my MO lately. You know, for years, Eddie's kind of had the better bike every single round, and we do a lot of experimenting with my motorcycle. I kind of meander out of the box and come back through to see me run fast, and we try to rein it in for Sunday, and as the day goes on, we try to get better. There's certain races where we're not as good, but last week when you saw us testing, I was using a different engine, and it wasn't working out for us. We knew it was 3 or 4, it turned out being 400 or 500 slow compared to Eddie's, and it just, it wouldn't get out of its own way, so changed a few things. We actually brought that same engine back out here. We just changed a bunch of stuff inside of it and brought it back out. It's the same engine that I won the championship with in 2014. So I knew it was a good piece. The heads on it are good. Just had to get the whole combination right, and that's what we did. So this weekend, I got a little more confidence back in that engine. I got my other engine that I was running most of the year, so I got 2 great Harley-Davidson bullets for the countdown.
As you're standing there during the announcements this morning, what was your confidence level about how far you could go today?
That was about 3.
That low, huh?
It's tough when you qualify in mid-pack. You know, you got bikes that are stacked with you, 100 or 2. And if you looked at the qualifying sheet, there was a 10th between 1st and 16th, but there was 7 between 2 and 16. So you're right in the middle of that pack, and I was running a bike that was within a few thousandths of what I ran. So I blew the tire off in the last qualifying session. I didn't want to repeat that the first run today, so we kind of softened it up quite a bit, and I wasn't sure what was going to happen. I knew I just needed to have a green light, and we get into a lot of thinking on the starting line, at least I do with my brother. We went to the left lane, and he stuck me right in the middle of the track, right between the pro stock car tire tracks, and I'm thinking, most of these tracks, the groove's kind of worn out, left tire track, right tire track, and there might be a high spot right in the middle. And I'm thinking, man, I was 0-0-18 every single round. If I'm sitting shallow in these beams and pop up a red light, that's going to be game over. So I held on the clutch a little longer than I should, but still had a motorcycle that prevailed in the first round. And from then on, I just went back to my normal routine, and we were sitting in the tire groove, so I was more confident where I was positioned on the starting line, and just made the most of it from there. Did I answer your question?
Yeah. The 3, that's what I wanted. I just needed the number.
So I got more confidence as the day went on. You start taking out higher qualified bikes, and you kind of move into their position on the ladder. So I was still stacked, obviously, running LE, who had top speed of the weekend their first round. Took out my teammate in the second round, so it's a toss-up when you go out there. I won 2 rounds by 3th thou and 7th thou, and they all added up to very